Danica, Aussie shares have rallied a little bit. We're still down 5.3% after 2 hours of trading, but at the open they plunged 7%, and that was with investors being concerned that the US Federal Reserve Bank in America has not done enough to help stimulate the economy due to the threat of the coronavirus. Just this morning, the US Federal Reserve slashed its interest rates by about 1% to virtually zero and pledged to spend another $700 billion American dollars on government bonds. Take a listen to President Donald Trump on the reserve and interest rate cuts.
For starters, they've lowered the Fed rate from what it was, which was 1 to 1.25, and it's been lowered down to 0 to 0.25 or 0.25. So it's 0 to 0.25. That's a big difference. It's quite a bit, about a point. And in addition, very importantly, the Federal Reserve is going to be purchasing $500 billion of treasuries and $200 billion of mortgage-backed securities.
So the US Federal Reserve cut interest rates today. It's disappointed investors. Another thing that has spooked investors a bit this morning is the US Centre for Disease Control and Prevention, which is now urging people across America to cancel or postpone any event which has 50 or more attendees for the next 8 weeks. So that's also spooked the market a bit today. Another thing which has caused a bit of panic is the Australian financial regulator ASIC has told big, large-scale investors to limit the amount of shares it can buy and sell. It wants them to be buying 25% less shares than what they were buying on Friday. Friday was the biggest day of volume the ASX has ever had, and that caused some problems with the clearinghouses later on Friday afternoon. But on the local market today, the market is down about 5.5%, and most sectors are in the red. The only real positive seems to be Coles and Woolworths. The panicked buying in supermarkets has been a boost for their sales, and it's trickled through to their share price. But apart from them, most of the other stocks are down, particularly Cochlear, which has lost almost 20% in value, Danica.